Who drove the van? Who had the van? Hi everybody, it's Howard and welcome back to the HR Show Experience. Now let's start off. If you're wondering why I have no shirt on, don't worry about it. Just moving on to the topic of today, okay? And the topic of today is the Brandy and Ray J show on VH1, that Family Business or whatever it's called, right? You know, this whole situation here on TV. I was like, okay, let me see, because I said when it came on, I like Brandy. I'm a fan. Like I have almost all of her CDs. Like I think over time I've had all of them, but you know things happen. So they're coming in here, and I'm like, okay, let's watch this. Let's see. And the first thing that cues in my mind is like, okay, wow. Well, first I'm like, okay, wow. Who knew that Brandy? Like when you think of Brandy, you don't think of like Brandy having a mom and a dad and a family and everything. At least I didn't. Like it just seeing her parents was like, oh wait, hi family. Next thing I took away from the show is what in the world is Ray J talking about? I like it seems like when he would speak, I would be like, what are you saying? Like it would be like, you know, some like he would start off, but instead of continue on the straight and narrow, it would like it would skew slightly, and it would just go this way, and I just couldn't keep up with him. I couldn't. I was like, is it just me, or did this show really make Ray J look like a bum? And I say that with love. Um, it looks like he just sits there and doesn't really do anything and goes to parties. And I mean, don't get me wrong. If you getting paid, shoot, I'm not mad at you, but but I mean, and it's also like he's just it's like Brandy Ray J, and I mean like you have to. I am the type person where if you like one person, you like the association, the people that are associated, you give them love too. Like you know, being that I love Brandy, you know, Ray J gets love as well. Just like you know, when Whitney was married to Bobby, Bobby got love as well. Love's been cut off when the divorce happened, but that's neither here nor there. You know? Moving on. And then what was going on with Ray J? I mean, I'm not gonna go on his friends. I'm not even gonna do that. Because you know, moving on. The next thing I took away from the show was clearly Brandy wakes up beat in the face. I mean, pow, 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 pow. I mean, there was not. I'm quite sure there's not going to be a moment in this show where Brandy is not together. I'm quite sure because I just don't see her having that. I just don't. I don't see it. And I'm looking right now. I feel as though I'm looking at this show for Brandy, and Brandy is the only one I'm really interested in. And it's quite clear that Brandy is the star of the family. And it touched me. It said, oh, my heart. It touched me when you saw the parents talking about the children, and you can just see how proud they are of Brandy. Let's say it like that. And I'm quite sure they're proud of both of their children. But it just came off as though Brandy just has this little soft spot right here in their heart, just like, oh, Brandy. Am I mistaken, or was that Rodney Jerkins in there? And did he have a mohawk? And if I'm wrong, please forgive me, whoever you are. But I thought it was Rodney Jerkins. And just say I love Rodney Jerkins. Like he is like a musical genius to me, and he is one of the people on my list to work with. But that's neither here nor there. Back to the story. And you know, a lot of people were saying like, I hope Brandy isn't thinking that this show is gonna do what Still Standing did for Monica. I think this show could do some things. I'm gonna be watching the show. I hope you're gonna be watching it too. We need to tune into this because like it's something that is just drawing me to the show. I don't know. I don't know what it is, and I hope that we're gonna be watching Brandy on her journey for this new album because Brandy, we need to get it together, honey. We need to get some more music out there because I can't keep listening to First in Love. I can't. Like, it's my favorite song on that CD, but Brandy. Sonia Norwood is, needless to say, Brandy and Ray J's Matthew Knowles. I mean, that woman is out there on it, ready to get it done. And I need me one of those managers like that. Right now, I don't have one because it's just me on the HR show. But let's not even get into that because it's a whole nother story. Do you guys agree with her mom that Brandy needs a ballad? I think so. I think so as well. Because when you sit back and when you think about it, I don't really remember any, like, oh, sing, Brandy, sing. I don't remember any of those moments. I mean, Brandy's singing, don't get me wrong, but I mean, is she singing? Not sure. One thing that you can definitely see about this family is that you see that they love each other. And that's so rare. Because most of the time people, and you was especially think like a family like this, they will be on the go, on the go, on the go all the time. And I'm quite sure they are. But in the end, you still see that the love is there. Yes. And I know no one's really asking me, but that part where like it's just them and they're sitting there talking, I would loosen up a little bit on the retouching there because Brandy almost didn't look real sitting there talking to us. And I mean, but that's neither here nor there really. But I'm looking forward to the show. Like I cannot wait to get into the show some more because I feel like there could be some more some depth, something that we can grab on to like this, you know. But anyway, I'm not gonna give it too much. But Brandy, hi, how are you? But anyway, let me get off this camera. If this is your first time watching me, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/HR Show Experience. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Miss Girl, say hi. Hi. Oh, thank you. Okay, goodbye.